Well, first of all, I'm so happy to be here. It's a great city, great people. I got to meet with my command staff and the officers and listen to them to find out what the issues are in the town. But just talking off the top of my head, some of my priorities, of course, will be to crimes against children, protecting senior citizens, domestic violence, the drug and heroin problems that are epidemic across the state and the country, and working with community leaders and health officials to help curb the problem and try to bust some of these traffickers that are bringing the heroin into Ellsworth and into Maine, and trying to be intelligence-led and not just reactive as far as the policing.
You have some of that in your background, don't you, working with the FBI, dealing with drug trafficking and that sort of thing?
Absolutely. Worked drugs, narcotics, gangs for several years, and to try to disrupt and dismantle criminal enterprises that are trafficking in various types of drugs and ruining neighborhoods and communities with everything that goes along with drugs and burglaries and the car thefts and violent crime and all kinds of different issues. I've always wanted to be back in Maine and be a police chief. That's the first thing. My daughters live in Maine, and I used to come up here when I was younger, working, when I was, like I talked about earlier, when I was in the State Police Drug Unit, and I just thought this was an awesome area and someplace I would like to live. And of course back then I didn't think of it from a police chief perspective, but it's what drew me to this area when I saw the opening for the police chief job. You've heard a lot of people say you can't arrest your way out of everything, and it's true, you can't. You got to work together as a team and work with the health officials and work with community leaders and try to get these people who are addicted help. And it's a disease, and they are hooked on the stuff, and try to get them treatment. So no, I'm not totally surprised. I mean, nobody likes to think of where they're from as having drug problems, but unfortunately in today's day and age it's kind of a reality everywhere. Working with a great department. I mean, Ellsworth has a great reputation. They have great men and women, both dispatchers and police officers. That's one of the things. It's a well-managed department.